You can zoom back and forth, move the camera around. You can of course adjust all of the usual settings, brightness, contrast, depth of field. You can also change the ambiances and the time of the day. And last but not least, we also added a couple of homemade filters. Once you're happy with the result, you can save your picture, which will automatically be displayed on your map. Most importantly, your pictures will also be pushed to your friends' map, and if they collect enough of the likes, they might even get pushed to the whole community.
We hope you'll enjoy our new photo mode feature and look forward to discovering your pics on the mountain view.
Alright. Just let me know if you get any feedback from the mic. I'm just going to be sat here watching the E3 conference with you guys.
All right, Thibaut, so when does the competition start and what can people win?
So photo mode is available as we speak. The contest starts now. And every day, the author of the most beautiful shots taken in Steep will be rewarded with a GoPro Hero 6 camera.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Thibaut. It's always great to hear about the world of Steep. But now, speaking of contests, let's check in with Leon and Madison about the Golden Ticket Gaming Competition.
Thanks, Kim. We've been here in the fan zone for the last hour or so, where guests have been competing for a chance to win our VIP E3 experience.
Oh, yeah.
So the golden ticket seat at our main show and a fast pass to our Ubisoft booth at the LACC. It's a 3-round competition, and we're in the process of narrowing the field down from 250 to 10. We'll be checking in with the leaderboard on a regular basis to see who those lucky 10 people are.
And indeed, round 1 was game trivia. How well do you know Ubisoft? How well do you know video games? And let's check in how these guys are doing. Excuse me, what's your name, sir?
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim. All right, I'm going to ask you a question and I'm going to play for this prize. So the question is, what iconic game icon was used in the Division 2 teaser? Was that A, a phoenix, B, a dog, C, a shark, or D, was that me? It wasn't me.
I think it was a phoenix.
That's the right answer. Boom. And a winner. All right. Make some noise indeed for the winner.
Woo! Congrats.
So indeed, that's game trivia. Other than that, round 2 will be an epic dance-off with featuring new content from Just Dance. And to conclude, the finale will be a 4-player free-for-all fight in Brawlhalla from Blue Mammoth Studio, the most recent studio to join the Ubisoft family.
That's right. But just before, we're going to check back in with Zach and Hanny, who are hanging out with Carl and Marlo from Skull and Bones. Zach, Hanny, I hear it's time for some pirate stories.
Yes, thank you so much. It's about that time. All the way live from Ubisoft Singapore and the Skull and Bones team. Gentlemen, what would you say is your adrenaline to jet lag ratio?
Well, it's E3, so there's nowhere else we'd rather be, so we're feeling great.
I'm paying attention now.
Right on, right?
So, Carl and Marlo and Carl, great names by the way. You guys sound like a pirate duo. It's awesome. You guys are going to be shown at the big show, but we're not going to spoil anything. But what have you got for us today?
Well, yeah, we want to first do a shout out to the team, the dedicated and talented team back in Singapore. You guys are awesome. It's 3:30 a.m. back in Singapore, but the guys are there. That's the dedication they're showing. So
Troopers.
We love you guys. Thanks a lot for the good work.
Hi, Singapore.
Very nice. Now, so you guys did bring something that you wanted to share with us as well, with all the people here. What are we about to see?
So actually, some of our team members are descendants of real-life pirates in the Indian Ocean, and we'll get to hear their stories today.
Oh, I want to do just that. How about now? You good with now?
That's good.
Let's do it.
I'm hoping for Skull and Bones personally. These guys that are talking right now. That's what I'm hoping for.
You can get involved in big.
Hello, I'm Paul Fu, lead narrative designer of Skull and Bones, the pirate game that we are developing right here in
Nick
Ubisoft
Danger and
Singapore.
AJ Wolverine, what's going on, guys? Savo? Oh, guys, let's pay attention.
Centuries ago, the Portuguese, Dutch, and English had fought for control over the area around Singapore and the Indian Ocean. As such, the history of the region is rich in seafaring and the area around Singapore, and many of our developers come from families who live here for generations. So this history is an important part of their heritage. Let's meet some of them and hear their pirate stories that connect their personal histories to the world of Skull and Bones.
Working on Skull and Bones, I get to learn about the history of my country. I'm from Mauritius, an island located in the Indian Ocean, near Madagascar, Seychelles, and Réunion. Mauritius was highly desired due to its prime location as a stopover for trade routes. In the 1700s, Mauritius was well known to be a hub for piracy.
Let me know if you guys can
Growing
hear
up
me
in
okay
Mauritius,
in the
my
audio.
grandparents would tell me stories about very famous pirates such as Edward England and Labuse. So Edward England was famous for the Battle of Joanna
Spark,
Island,
what's going on Twitch, dude?
but he was considered too lenient by his crew and was ultimately marooned on the island of Mauritius. Eventually, he managed to steal a ship and flee to the island of Madagascar.
Working on Skull and Bones made me more interested in the Bugis and my heritage. The most interesting pirates closest to Singapore are the Bugis. They were mostly sailors and traders. Just because they do not have a license, they were deemed as pirates. My great-grandfather is Bugis. He used to travel with royal family. He passed down the craze to my grandfather and to me. So he would have the craze tucked under his belt for close-quarter combat. He would soak the blade in poison, and the edge of the craze is chipped. So I guess it's been well used.
Oh, look at those ships, guys. It looks so good.
Those were just a few of the many stories that have inspired us as we work on the game. We can't wait for you to play Skull and Bones and experience your own pirate stories.
So what do you guys think? What
Join
are you
the
guys
discussion on Twitter, Discord, and our forums and let us know what you think.
I mean, of course, I'm looking forward to everything, but I want to see Skull and Bones. I want to see Assassin's Creed. You know, I want to see everything. Zedstorm, Skull and Bones.
From sea to space, pirates to junkies. Let's talk a little VR. Producer Adrian Lacey, all the way from Ubisoft Montpellier. We're keeping it global. We're talking space junkies.
Yeah, what's up, Adrian? How you doing?
Very well. It's exciting. Look at all these
I
people
know.
playing the game. It's awesome, isn't it?
I
You guys
love
doing
it.
all right?
Woo!
All right, we're doing all right. You're doing all right? There we go.
I'm very well.
So Adrian, tell us a little bit about Space Junkies. What's that all about?
Space Junkies. It's a VR shooter. So it's a jetpack fueled shooter in microgravity, where you duck, dodge, weave, move and groove through deadly orbital arenas.
When that game
comes
out, what is that all about? Like, what does that mean?
I love all those words.
Well, yeah, but it's like you're in a spherical battlefield now, you know what I mean? So the action can come fast and hard from any direction, left, right, vertical, even from beyond.
Sounds like somebody's Saturday night.
We have been seeing people playing it right beside us, actually, in the Space Junkies booth here at the Fan Zone, and it seems like they're getting a little interesting, we'll say, with the self-expression, to put it mildly.
We have this full embodiment system, so you have your entire body, heads, shoulders, knees, and toes, and basically it allows you to sort of point at objects, interact, and really become a living emoticon.
Oh, wow.
And that's the big difference in VR. You now have both hands, so it's pretty cool.
You can push things,
That's great.
pull things.
Push things, pass things, wave at things, thumbs up, whatever you want. A bit of gesticulation.
Lots of gesticulation, and I'm sure everyone is very respectful and very nice to each other while they gesticulate, aren't they?
Yeah, I would say so.
Listen, Adrian, you recently had an alpha. Can you tell us more about what you learned from there?
Oh, well, okay, so we've just finished one of our alphas now, and what's cool is we're working with our players, so their players really interact with it. It's like they're in this new virtual space with us, like they're part of the dev team. So they can point to things, show us interaction, things they like, what we want us to change, and that kind of stuff. And it's pretty awesome. It's been really good.
And some of the fruits of that learning, I'm sure, will be applied in a beta?
The beta, which you can register for today. Right now, you can register for the beta, which will take place on the 28th of June. So come play with the devs and gesticulate.
Register now and gesticulate with the devs. Thank you so much, Adrian. Enjoy the rest of E3.
Indeed. Have a great show.
Wonderful. About 30 minutes to go until the big show. I want to check in with our boy Justin, though. Justin, what's good?
How's it going, everybody? Where's my camera? There's my camera. How you guys doing?
Mr.
So if you're just joining us, you are watching Ubisoft Live. We are here in the back lot behind the Orpheum Theater getting ready for the main show. Now, if you want to join the conversation, use
hashtag
UBE3. Now, if you are joining us on social,
the actual show for
in the
Ubisoft
forums on
starts
Facebook,
in 29
you're probably
minutes.
seeing a lot of our brand accounts, Far Cry,
So at 9
Ubisoft,
o'clock.
Space Junkies,
You know,
even.
so we're here, we're half an hour
behind
early.
all of those accounts
Feel free
are
to
some
talk in
amazing
the chat,
people.
guys,
These are
and I'll
the
obviously do my
community
best to
managers
answer you.
that you're actually talking with every day. So Zach and I actually traveled to Newcastle in the United Kingdom and in Cary in North Carolina to meet the community managers, to learn more about what they do, and to ask a very important question.
It's not Costas.
What makes for a good community?
Costas.
Or should we say, who makes for a good community? Check out the video.
Well, you guys said
it's
you can hear
difficult
me okay,
to say
so I'm gonna
what
accept that.
community means in just a sentence or two because there's so much to it. I think the key of it is establishing that relationship between us and the people who play our games, trying to make sure that they're as happy as they can be.
We have a lot of people that are basically like community figureheads that want to see the community thrive.
Spartan, that was
They're
a
the
great
ones
idea. Good
that
job,
are
man.
making amazing content, they're streaming the game, fan art, cosplays, super amazing people.
They're just people that are there to help all the time. They want to see the community go places. They want to see the community do well. They're really trying to help everybody out, bring players into the game. Cornerstones of our community.
One of our Just Dance squad members, Tara, she does so much on her own to really nurture our community. She's just out there cultivating and making it happen.
Clive Lewis, we joke around in the Ghost Recon community that he's a bot because he is in every Ghost Recon stream and most probably a moderator of that channel. He's just the most friendly, wanting to help guy that you will ever meet.
Tokyo Joe is a guy who creates models based on his favorite games. I've always forwarded it to the dev team. They know exactly who he is and what an amazing job he does.
It's inspiring to really see one person what they can do for the greater good of the community. You know, they understand what it really means to be part of a community and add to it. They're there to give whatever they can to make it the best place that it can be. A place that people want to be a part of.
I love the fact that we have the Star Player program, and it's a way that we can kind of give back to them a little bit and let them know, we see you, we see what you're doing, and we love it.
I feel 100% confident saying that Star Player program is everything. That's the only reason I'm here. I was a Star Player. I made my way through Star Players to be in this position. Star Players is an opportunity to show those pillars of community a little something special for all that they do for Ubisoft and our brands.
Ubisoft, what the? Ubisoft?
Ubisoft.
You got an email.
You got mail?
We've got a little email for you about that.
What email is it? Oh God.
Ubisoft has never come to one of my streams, I'll tell you that for a fact.
Oh, are you serious?
I'm starting to... Oh my god!
Okay, chat. Ubisoft would like to invite you to join us as a Star Player at E3.
We're sure you can't wait to get your bean hands on some sweet Californian chicken tendies. How do they know? This calls for some hype. So fucking cool!
Maybe we should just start playing Ubisoft.
I can't believe this is happening!
This is so much more than just some fun.
Let's go through my drawer right now, guys, and see how many Ubisoft freaking games we have.
Thank you.
E-freaking-3, dude.
One.
Look at this.
Freaking hype. Thank you, guys.
We going to E3. We going to E3.
Nope, that's Respawn.
V2018 Ubisoft Star Players. What up?
I put loads of Ubisoft games.
And the community managers who brought them. Vince, Alan, how we feeling?
We're feeling amazing. It's good, beautiful day, beautiful energy. Like all this, don't cry on me.
I'm not doing
that. So all this energy up here is amazing. Thanks so much for having me.
The family has grown, I would say. The Star Player family has been a thing for the last few years. Talk to us a little bit about the evolution of it.
So the Star Player family actually started in 2015, and today alone, you can tell we've been growing bigger and more global because we have 13 different countries represented behind us today.
Represented!
Wow. 13 different countries.
Beautiful.
It's awesome, and we have people of all different ages. So
That's amazing. And in the video, I saw there were artists, streamers, cosplayers. But what does it take to be a Star Player if you have to answer this question?
So, we get that question a lot. How can I become a Star Player? And the easy answer is there's no magical formula to becoming a Star Player. There's no criteria that you have to check off. We take people from all corners of our communities. We've got forum moderators here. We've got Reddit moderators here. We've got community channel admins. We've got guys who built wikis from the ground up on their own.
Amazing.
But there's so many different ways you can get involved in our communities.
I love it.
basically, what we're looking for are people who are dedicated to making our communities, Ubisoft communities, the place that is the most welcoming, most supportive, and just most fun place to play video games. And each and every single one of these people around me in orange t-shirts, they make Ubisoft communities a better place. And that's why they're star players.
Obviously, this is a very special moment. It's awesome to have all of you here.
Something makes you
the people who are here.
when
The
you hit
family
that
is big,
Brought to you
and
by
star
Finest
players of the
Fellas.
past. I saw this morning a tweet from DB Division, so I'm getting a little emotional too. he was talking about the fact that everyone works their asses off here at E3. It's busy. Sometimes we get a little hungry, we get a little dehydrated. We don't necessarily think about taking care of ourselves. And DB was speaking to the star players of this year and saying, look out for each other, be kind, make sure we have some food for each other, make sure everyone's up, the energy's good. A lot to see and do. We're getting close to the show. Guys, enjoy the experience. It is going to be so much fun, and we are so honored to have you here. Thank you so much.
One day, guys, one day you're going to see some dude in the background.
Let's check in with Leon and Madison for the Golden Ticket competition. How's it going, Leon, Madison?
Well, there's definitely dancing going on here. They're really fighting hard to win that VIP ticket, right?
That's right. They're competing for a chance to win the golden ticket seat at our conference and a fast pass to the Ubisoft booth at the LACC. But to do it, they'll have to make it to the top 4 from the 10 that they currently are right now. The final will be streamed right before the conference, so in about 22 minutes and 50 seconds, if I'm not mistaken.
That is very, very precise of you, Ian. So in 20 minutes, we'll start the conference. Until then, hashtag UBE3 for all your social media interactions. But now first.
And first, back to the next round of top 10 gameplay.
Yes.
Roll the video. Number 6. Macy J with the long shot from downtown.
I got it! I got it! I've been trying that forever! That's the spawn peak counter all the way down to Skylight, baby. That's the Skylight spawn peak counter. I've been trying that for weeks, chat. For weeks.
He got him on the other end
Let
of
me
the building.
just show you where I'm shooting. For those that don't understand what just
This is where he
happened.
fired at the guy.
Let me show.
All the way down
You see
where
this
the
wall?
skylight is,
Those are
past
my
that
bullet
wall.
holes right there. Where's this Cav? It has to be Cav. He plays Cav every time, right? Watch this, watch this.
That's
Boom! Look at him! He's dead.
That's crazy.
Coming in at number 5, outnumbered but never outdone. Natalie Always 21 is one unstoppable peacekeeper.
Oh dear. Everyone's just saying he's
Number
unlucky.
4. An important life lesson from I Was Cuddles. Always bring a knife to a helicopter fight.
Bring a knife to a helicopter fight. Oh, you're throwing knife. Wow. That was lucky. This would be the stage where I'd be teabagging like crazy.
So I'm here with
Let's
senior
get some of that
producer on the
Ubisoft
Division 2,
For Honor.
Christian Pana.
Wow.
Congratulations
Wow.
on the announcement
Wow.
yesterday. Well, I should
That
say,
guy's-
the first real look at the Division 2. How are you feeling?
Thank you very much. It's super exciting for us to be here. I think there are two magical moments in the game development. One is when you get to reveal the game for the first time, and the second one when we launch in March 15, 2019.
Cool. Okay. So there are teams all around the world who are watching the show. They're up late. They've been working them. They wish they could be here. Do you have a message for all the teams who are watching at home?
Yes. I want to say thank you, everybody working on the family of the Division. Thank you all for your hard work. Thank you to the star players that are here with us today and our community making this game awesome. Thank you very much.
Amazing. So we're obviously going to see the Division 2 in the conference today. And also don't forget to stay tuned after the conference for an exclusive deep dive 30 minutes on the Division 2 right back
Show
here
starts in
in the
19
back
minutes
lot
and 50
in our
seconds.
fan zone. You know what, Kim? Our next segment is about game development. You're the resident game dev on our pre-show hosting team. Why don't you want to introduce this video?
I would love to. So I'm a developer. Oh, you guys have a great time.
All right,
I'm a developer at Ubisoft San Francisco, and tabletop gaming is something that's a running theme throughout so many Ubisoft studios around the world. From prototyping game designs to just plain old fun, let's take a look at how some Ubisoft developers share their love of tabletop gaming.
Even the open world has some sort of rules, right? Hopefully. So you'll need someone to enforce those rules for you. And that's me. I've been playing board games since I was very young, and it was actually board games that got me into game design, which then brought me to programming.
I remember I was playing with my sister and my parents to board games, even when I was a child. So I suppose I played all my life.
I run 2 games of Dungeons & Dragons. One is Planescape, and the other one is a homebrew world. And I've poured a lot of time into this. I made like entire world maps, random encounter tables. So I made this map in Hexographer in my spare time. And I just started with first of all, from people's backstories. I'm a grumpy old dwarf. All right, cool, you're over here. And you know what? There was a demon war, and they all come up from the north, up here in this nice, cheery place called the Abyss.
But there are a lot of similarities. I mean, card games tend to be all about the mechanics, and I love mechanics. It's a big part of what we do as gameplay programmers, so there's a very natural overlap there.
I think it's very important when you're a gameplay programmer to have also another experience of game. They can be like a board game or card game, because if you do only programming, you kind of lose what it's really like. But if you are yourself a player, you can really, when you implement something, you can say, okay, as a player, I know this will be fun.
You know, I play board games with my co-workers, and learning how they think and how we work together when we play is a great way to do better features when I do programming. So if I know how we think and how more other people think, it's easier to work around and make great features that are accessible for everyone.
No.
Just to get Chicago.
But I'm thinking I play my role differently.
It's in the rulebook. It's the rule. It's fine.
Features like, for example, crafting, resource management, how can they play out? They can be prototyped through paper prototyping and board game mechanics, and then translate very easily into a video game setting and a UI.
I'm currently doing a lot of prototyping, a lot of discovery, and we don't have anything set in code yet, but we have a ton of ideas. Let's bust out the index cards and my collection of figurines and all of my dice and create sort of like board game representations of the experiences we want to create. And then when I came to talk to the programmer, said, play this thing, what do you think? Oh, that's cool. Okay. When you get to do that and just communicate in that way with somebody, it's really refreshing because everyone's just on the same page, and they were having fun. I was having fun. And I think that's the game designer. We aren't there to tell you, you must follow the story. We're here to say, here's the thing, what you're gonna do.
And here we are now, joined with friends and family from Rainbow Six Siege. Community developer Craig Robinson, better known to the world as It's Epi. And then over here, Alex or Zoronic. And I think we're going to go with the fact that you are you were part of the Ubisoft star player family. You still are. Last year you were here, smiling, shining. You are a former pro player with Rainbow Six. You are an analyst. And obviously that beard is a thing of beauty as well. Anything I missed?
No, thank you. I think that's spot on, yeah.
Feeling good? Good. Now, your involvement with Rainbow Six has obviously been for a while, but things done changed. I'm going to say about 5 months ago or so with the Six Invitational. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
I was lucky enough to be analyst on the second Six Invitational we had, which was amazing. It's been twice as big as the first one, and pretty much just everything is growing bigger and bigger.
So let's just take a step back for those of us who don't know what the Invitationals are. Craig, can you tell us a little more about what the Pro League Finals are exactly?
Absolutely. So every 6 months we have an event where we bring the best teams in the world to one city for a LAN final, and they kind of duke it out over the course of a weekend to figure out who the best team in the world really is.
Okay, so a couple weeks ago it was Atlantic City for the Season 7 finals, and I want to take a look at the grand finale. And we had Pentasports, and we had Team Liquid, and we had a bit of a rough start in match 1. Let's check this out. Map 1, excuse me.
Yeah, Penta, this dominant team out of Europe that's just notorious for winning almost everything. They've won half every Pro League finals we've had so far. So I think everyone was kind of expecting them to take everything.
Yeah, and what are we looking at in this clip right here?
Penta's on the orange side and Liquid on the blue, and Penta's just about to take first map.
This is literally my life,
something
guys.
we don't see.
Video games is my life.
Why do we not really see that too often at that level of play?
So teams are just getting so close that it's not something common, and when it happens, it's normally the team getting the lead early on that just wins everything, because momentum means everything.
So after this first map was played out, it was pretty much expected that Penta was going to run away with it and take the win?
Yeah, definitely, but it didn't look like Liquid lost their mentality, as we'll see later.
Well, we'll see in map 2, the underdog Team Liquid will catch up to Penta Sports. So why don't we see how they did in map 2? Roll the clip.
See here the Jaegers. Wow, bullet will go down. That's the first kill. Goga going in for the quick plant on the thermite. Jonas holding off for any of the rotations. And will this go down? Yes, it will. Sexy Cake though will drop one. 2 kills though. A flurry for Liquid as Goga gets one. Sick with one more. They're on fire. Pengu, last man alive here. He's got a clutch as he's done it before. So he's waiting. He spots the one player. Zig is somehow still alive, but he gets shot from the side. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Liquid, they survive. And we'll see a third map. The revenge from last year. Liquid almost going down. They bring it back in. The energy on this team is
Mimi's like, yep,
so
that's right.
After that second map, we had a really close matchup between Liquid and Penta, and we were headed to our third and final map, where we were going to figure out who the best team in the world is. Let's roll that. So, Alex, in this map, what's happening? What are we looking at with Liquid versus Penta?
Well, after a map and a half, it seems like Liquid finally found their old style of playing, which is the Brazilian way. It's brute forcing, just powering their way through. Penta has this called EV Plus game style, which comes from poker and chess, where you always take the right choice.
Don't take people away from my stream.
They'll go with the option that is more likely to win, and Liquid just brute forces through that.
What does that mean, the right choice?
If you have 2 options, one is a 80%, one is a 60%, they will always go with the 80%, but that makes them predictable in some way. You're playing up against a harder, I guess a harder strat if you choose to brute force through that, but they made it work.
So what Team Liquid was doing was leaving certain avenues of approach open and vulnerable on purpose.
Yeah, they were basically baiting them into taking these choices.
Absolutely, and Team Liquid won the finals. They won the whole thing. What does that mean for these players, but also the Latin American community?
I think, as you can see on screen, it means about the world to them. Sick, letting a little cheer go there, and it's not just for the Brazilian community of the Latin American.
One day,
it's for everyone in Siege.
Give it a few years, but one day the 5th region will be on stage. Just like that.
A few tears being shed. And then he walks over to Penta before he's even had time to dry his eyes and congratulate them on their win. What can you tell us about the amount of respect that these two teams have for each other?
Well, it's beautiful. They take 30 seconds to celebrate, and then the next thing in mind is to go over and shake the hands of the teams that just lost.
That's a really nice visual. But as we move things forward, obviously, with Rainbow Six Siege, it's always in motion. There's always something happening. There's always changes, improvements. What are we expecting now as we shift closer to the next season and all the changes that are coming?
Well, with the pick and ban coming, teams are going to have to change the whole way they play. It's going to be much more adaptable, like mid-round.
You guys look so
and the way strats are built is going to change in the favor of the dynamic teams as well.
I'm sure you and Rose are watching it.
It's a really exciting time for the Siege dev team because, as our game director said, it's going to put the creativity back in the players' hands.
That's awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of
10
E3.
minutes
I know you have a lot going on.
I can't wait to hear more about Skull and Bones. And
I think we got some gameplay.
More gameplay.
You know what? We might
not so excited about
see a little bit more Rainbow Six.
Assassin's Creed.
Roll the top 3.
Number 3.
Come here. I got a present for you. Get down.
I have no clue where you are.
Get down! Get down again! Come on!
The gasoline is just
this guy's crazy.
Oh, come on! Go! See, there we go.
Our number 2 clip proves that gold is gold. no matter what.
Yeah, Nick, get to the chopper! Get down! We better Schwarzenegger.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, he's gonna do it! He's gonna make it! Oh!
Nailed it!
No way!
Number 1. To see why this is our top clip, keep an eye on the clock and Ammunition's health.
I like Finest Fellas. I think that's pretty catchy. Watch the clock, watch the clock. 15 seconds to go.
15 seconds remaining. 4 last operator standing.
She has 1 health.
10 seconds.
She has 1 health and she still has to clutch this against 1 person.
5 seconds.
And defuse. 3 seconds to go. 2 seconds to go.
Oh my god!
Wow!
1 HP!
That's crazy!
1 HP! She fucking ran from me! Oh my
Anakin
god!
Skyboarder.
1 HP? Oh, I had 1 HP that whole time. After I fought like the 3rd person. Fuck, dude.
that's look at the clock. That's not even luck. That is pure skill. Look, 3, 2, 1. Just as the headshot registers. Damn. Yeah, her face like whoa.
I think it got that was amazing. Ammunition killed it.
At the buzzer.
At the buzzer.
No health.
Yeah, Nick, it would have been cool to see your
kill
kill from earlier.
8
2
minutes to
for
go
1 shot with a
until the big
crossbow,
show. If you are tweeting, if you're doing anything on the social and you're talking about Ubisoft, please use the hashtag UBE3, and that way we can see it all and
harvest all of the content
good.
and tweets.
I got this thing handed to me while we were in that top 3. I don't know exactly what it is. It is addressed to Yes Guillemate.
Oh, is that like a terribly butchered version
I'm
of Gimo?
gonna go ahead and assume it's for Eve, and I'm also gonna assume that's why it was handed to me.
That's the process
I will
here.
be the buffer in this instance.
Yeah.
And it says it's from H. Drubman Jr.
Oh, shit.
Any ideas?
Listen, I don't want to have anything to do with this.
I wanna see it.
Sounds real sketch.
You want to see it? Let's check it out.
You probably just dropped that on the floor or something. Wait, what? That's Far Cry 5.
Hey there, amigos.
It's Far Cry 5.
Yep, that's right. It's me, your boy, Herc. I just want to take a minute to speak directly to you, Ubisoft. Especially you, Mr. E.S. Guillemate. Pretty sure I pronounced that right. Listen, I've been hearing non-stop about this dang old Discovery Tour, and it got me thinking, man, Hope County needs to get in on this action. You hear me? Come on, man, let me show you around. I've been doing all kinds of corporate research, and I'm telling you, Hope County is the place to discover. I mean, look at all the stuff we got. Historical figures, we got them. Sports is culture. We got fine athletes in Hope County. I mean, no one's made it the big leagues yet, though. And something from this guy, Peter, who keeps on sending me letters that are not of encouragement. Heck, we got Boomer here. I hear the internet loves good boys. We got fun for the whole family. Come to our annual Testicle Festival and eat a bunch of balls with your kids. Come down to one of our beautiful, serene rivers. Oh my God! What is that? We got organic farm, nature trail, gentrification, family cookout, animals doing it, iconic architecture, immersive experiences, recycling 2.0, motherfucking freedom. Like I told you, ES, Hope County is a real Neapolitan center, man. And check this out, ES, we even got a mountain with your name on it. So there you have it, man. Hope County Discovery Tour. Boom! Cash in the bank, baby. What do you say?
Yeah,
oh,
I
dang,
go on
my
that Discovery
wheels.
Tour.
Not my wheels.
It's carbon.
Oh, no. Oh, coolers on. It's biting my face. It's on my back. It's on my nuts. Oh, I don't. Oh, he's leaving. He's leaving. I miss playing that. So you have your people call my people, and we'll figure that. Oh shit! He's coming back! He's coming back! He's coming back!
Sounds like Neebs.
Okay, I think he's gone. He's gone. Oh, I landed on my keys.
It sounds like Neebs. Oh, declined. Discovery Tour declined.
Oh man, no. This is not a thing, you guys. Listen.
Look good to me. I don't know.
No, I work on Far Cry. Listen, Hope County Discovery Tour is not a thing. Not a thing. Okay,
All right.
highly doubtful. Erroneous headlines is what it is.
All right, what is happening right
4
now?
minutes
The
and
grand
45
final of the
seconds to go
Golden
to the main show,
Ticket
guys.
competition right over here. Leon.
Yes,
Where we
yes,
at?
yes, yes, yes.
Who won the Just Dance?
We started out with 250 eager players. We went down to 10, and now these 4 wonderful people next to me are gonna fight for their right to party, to come into our conference, and for the ultimate bragging rights. Are you guys ready for the ultimate battle?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, but before we do, let's talk a little bit more about the game. Madison, Matt.
Thanks, Leon. I'm here with Matt Woomer, one of the founders and creators of Brawlhalla. How's it going, Matt?
It's going great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Could you tell us a little bit more about what our finalists will be playing today?
For sure. They're playing Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla is short for the Grand Tournament of Valhalla. Valhalla is the Viking warrior heaven. But the Valkyries haven't just brought Vikings. They brought ninjas, they brought pirates, they brought monsters, they brought aliens. So there's tons of characters for your players to choose from.
That sounds awesome. So all the great warriors are there.
All the great warriors of the ages.
Fantastic. So do you have any advice for our players?
For sure, for sure. You want to use the B attack. You want to build up damage. You're going to get 2 points for each knockout you do. You have 2 minutes. At the end of the 2 minutes, whoever has the most points gets the golden ticket.
That sounds fantastic. Well, let's head on over there and get this final started.
Indeed. All right, are you guys really ready? No, 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 no. People, make some noise for this finale. Are you ready? Woo-hoo! All right, I would say press the button.
Look at that gaming monitor, though.
And then countdown. Dun, dun, dun.
Gaming monitor, there you go. Oh,
The
it's like Super
anticipation
Smash
is real.
Bros.
3, 2, 1, fight!
It's like Super Smash Bros.
All right, we've got 4 good characters here. We've got Ada. Ada has a spear and she has blasters. Really quick character, good
Exactly
for getting
like
in
Super
close.
Smash Bros.
We have
Just with
Ember.
different
Ember is a warrior from the forest. She's an elf and she has guitars and she also has a bow and arrow. It's very dangerous with the wolf character as well. Nash is our caveman. Caveman has a hammer, he has a spear, and he has some heavy, strong attacks. And finally, we've got Azuri, the cat lady. The cat woman has guitars, and she also has a sword, and she'll also be moving in for quick attacks. Now we look here, and some characters have, there we already got a kill. We've got, another kill. Wow, they're racking them up quick here. You can fight unarmed, and that's fine, but what you really want to do is see these weapons, these weapons that are falling from the sky. When you pick them up, you're going to get one of your 2 main weapons, and there we go. They have figured out the weapon system and are doing really well. Ember is going in and mixing it up. She is really in the middle of everything. Nash is kind of backing off, letting the battle come to him. And that worked out for him with a hard ground pound. It's 4-4 with under a minute left. We have anybody can get into this. Ada can get in with a nice double kill. Azuri can get back in with just a single kill. It's tied up at the top. It's mixing it up right there in the middle. Wow, there's 30 seconds left. Ember's got a weapon. She's right there in the middle. She's holding on to that lead. She's picked it up. She's got 6 points. Somebody needs to step up. We're under 30 seconds. Nash is moving in hard. We need to close it out. You guys need to move in. You got to take it away from Ember. She's doing
1 minute
well.
17, guys.
Azuri's got the ground pound. She's coming in for it. She's going to try and make her move right now. She's looking for the hit. Looking for the hit. Is she going to find it? 10, 8, 6, 5. 6-6. We are tied up. 3, 2, 1. It is tied. Luckily, this game comes standard with a tiebreaker. They're both top characters are at deep red. They're going in hard.
Decide a winner.
Anything happens. Anything can go.
We have to pick. And the winner is. All right. Here you go. Golden ticket. Ultimate gaming backpack. Let's go. Let's go.
Enjoy the conference.
You have to rush him off.
Inside of 30 seconds to go.
That was intense.
We're here. 20 seconds, guys.
Lots of love to all the teams, all the people here in the fan zone, in the theater. Show's about to begin.
Let's do the countdown
UE3.
together.
Lots of love from
10,
everyone here.
9,
All the love.
8,
And don't forget the post
7,
show after
6,
the main show. We
5,
have exclusive
4,
gameplay from the Division
3,
2. Definitely don't want to miss this.
Enjoy
1.
the show.
Have fun.
Let's watch some Ubisoft conference, guys.
for joining us here in the theater and online at home. We cannot wait to show you what we have today, and I can promise you it's more interesting than a keychain. Oh. Too soon, maybe? Too soon? I don't know, up in the balcony, are you guys ready? Yes!
Down on the main floor, are you guys ready?
Let's go, players!
Oh, I'm totally ready. Come on, show me Skull and Bones first. So I can
All right, everybody at home, are you ready? Yes, we're just gonna assume that they're ready.
Yeah, we're ready!
Well, if you're ready for the biggest biggest
Big
show
show.
in gaming, then let's start the show.
Let's do it!
Let's do it!
I'm gonna turn up a little bit. No, because that's not enough. It wouldn't have been as good quality though from the PlayStation. I think this is Just Dance. Everyone in the chat's going crazy. It's Just Dance, guys. It's a game. It's called Just Dance. Know how to make an entrance, guys. I love this song. Epic. What an intro. This is a long show, by the way. They'll do all the intros and... Wait, what? What's this? Okay. It's not done by Ubisoft. Halo's done by Bungie. Wait, what? Oh, I know what game that is. I know exactly which game this is. I've just forgotten its name.
Cook, do you hear me?
Roger, Uma.
Half the crew is dead drunk in my sick bay after eating your miraculous space chili. Any thoughts?
Well, I have no idea what you mean. Our food is healthy and invigorating.
Captain to crew, dead monkey in the crow's nest. I repeat, monkey down. Else space chili strikes again.
Copy that, Captain. Hey, Paige, bet we could use your space chili to overclock our engines.
Negativo, mi amor. Only you can melt my circuits.
Keep laughing, fools. The key ingredient to good cooking is love.
They're under attack.
Oh.
Like Beyond Evil or something.
What? Engineering to officers, we are dead in the water. I repeat.
Main engines are cursed. Nox, come in. What have we got on the scanners?
It's like capital shit combat.
Jack shit. Nada. Hey, wait. I see something. 3 o'clock starboard. It's massive. Like, get back here, Shani. Hold off!
Lock down the bacon. Give me auxiliary engines. Deploy shields and bring up out now! Raise your arms! Gods protect us.
What is that? You know how World of Warcraft was the best
Thank you. Hi. Thank you. Hello, I'm Gabrielle Schrager, narrative director.
And I'm Guillaume Brunier, senior producer.
It was rumored last E3.
We are so happy to be back this year to share our progress on our space opera, Beyond Good and Evil 2, a game full of wonder, emotion, danger, and high-stakes drama. Last year, you all saw the enigmatic green-eyed Captain Dakini leading the legendary crew of the Gada on a quest to discover the location and the mystery behind a deep space artifact known as Moksha.
But Dakini has since gone missing. Shani is now captain of the Gada, and she's leading her crew into the deep, unexplored space beyond System 3, when they come face to face with their nemesis.
Fans will have recognized a ferocious young Jade. And Paige is back as the incorrigible chief cook of the Gada. We've got 2 other officers, Uma, the holistic chief medic, and Callum, our chief engineer. And all of these legendary characters will be playing a major role in our prequel.
Today, we are proud to represent our growing production team in Montpellier, Barcelona, Bordeaux, and Sofia. Thanks, everyone, for making it happen. Thank you. Thank you for them.
Thank you. Thank you for them.
In BGE2, you are a space pirate captain in a distant galaxy near the end of the 24th century.
Yep.
At this year's E3, we will be showcasing a new behind-closed-doors demo offering a first look at our major location, the sacred city of Ganesha. Now, let's take a look at our first pre-alpha gameplay footage.
I think I already saw this footage. I think it was teased earlier. Not just footage. Gameplay footage.
Ganesha is a metropolis filled with sacred temples, beautiful gardens, and bustling shops. But it's also a darker underworld, rife with dirty bars and dangerous back alleys.
Our game is an action-adventure RPG that you can play alone or with your friends in co-op. From the intimate interior of a hidden temple to the very edge of the galaxy, fight on the ground and in space at massively different scales. And all of this
seamlessly. What you will be seeing at E3 this year is only a very small part of a much larger open universe we are creating. Well, a universe we are also building with our fans.
I think I want to.
Yeah, let's go.
Wow.
With Beyond Good and Evil 2, we want our community to participate in a way that's never been done before through the Space Monkey program. We want our fans and people all over the world to really be a part of creating the game. So today,
this is Ubisoft,
we are issuing an open invitation for people all
Skull
over the world to
Assassin's
contribute
Creed,
their ideas,
Just Dance,
music, artworks, and create original content that players will experience as they explore the world of Beyond Good and Evil 2.
And there is literally a universe of ways for artists to express themselves, from giant frescoes to murals, street art, music, radio content, and much more.
To do this, we have partnered with a company at the forefront of community collaboration, Hit Record. And here, to tell us more, is their founder, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Thank you. I love this theater. So thanks to you guys, thanks Guillaume, and thanks to Gabrielle. It's really good to be here. I'm super excited to do this. For those of you who don't know, Hit Record is this thing that I've been making for a long, long time. It's really dear to me. And it's a place where people all over the world work together on short films or music or art, all kinds of projects. This is the first time we're making stuff that's going to go into a video game. So it's a little bit different than other creative platforms that you can find on the internet, because the point of Hit Record, it isn't just to post and promote stuff that you've made on your own. The point is to collaborate. So, when we're making music for Beyond Good and Evil 2, it's not just going to be a thing like a contest where people submit songs and then we pick one or two of them and we put them in the game. We're going to be really making the songs together. And the same goes for the visual assets that we'll be creating. So whether you're a writer, a musician, an illustrator, if you're a pro-level artist, or if you're just someone who really cares about Beyond Good and Evil and that world and you love it and you want to be a part of it, there's going to be ways for you to contribute. Our first creative challenges are live as of now. Someone's at my office pushing the button, very nervous. You guys are doing great. And yeah, so come to our site, check out the Beyond Good and Evil 2 page at hitrecord.org, and that's it. Go do that shit. Thanks.
Yeah, we have a buzzer in his pocket when he's talking about what you can. Remember, all this is just a
Hit Record's approach to community collaboration is inspiring, and we're incredibly happy to be working with Joseph and his team. And we really can't wait to see what the community creates, so let's do it.
Me too.
We will be showcasing some of this content at our very first dedicated community event, the BG Fest, which will take place in Montpellier this fall.
Their first game that they're showing.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great E3.
Thank you!
spawn on Twitch, right?
We nailed it! We nailed it!
Okay, so here's Siege.
What's up, everyone? My name is Justin Kruger, community developer on Rainbow Six Siege. And I'm here today to talk about our community. Our community that inspires us and drives us every single day. The Siege team back in Montreal has actually been so inspired by seeing all of the millions of people playing our game every single day over the past 2.5 years. We've actually absolutely loved seeing our community grow, and I'm excited to announce today that the Rainbow Six Siege community is now 35 million players.
35 million people.
Yes, thank you. I wish I could hug every single one of you, but I don't know if my arms are big enough to hug every single one of you. That would take a long time as well. As you can see, as the community grows, so does the game. And as you can see behind me, Team Rainbow has recruited the Italian GIS operators, Maestro and Alibi. Actually, this image represents 10 seasons, 40 operators, and 19 maps that is all free in-game. And if you want to get to know all of these guys a little bit better, you can play Operation Parabellum, which is playable right now. And if you want to see them in action at the top of their game, tune into the Rainbow Six Siege Pro League, kicking off on June 18th at 5 p.m. Pacific time. The world's biggest esports teams will be competing for 6 months of intense Rainbow Six action. And that's just one of the many ways to enjoy competitions for Rainbow Six. The 6th major is just around the corner and will be hosted in Paris this August. Our Pro League finals will then take us to Brazil in November. Yeah, Brazil. And then the 6th Invitational will once again be the pinnacle of Rainbow Six, taking place in Montreal in February 2019. Yeah. So whether you're a player or just a fan of esports, there really is no better time to get into Rainbow Six esports. And with the growth of the game, the community, and the esports teams, we wanted to take a moment to reflect on some of our most influential players. Today, I'm excited to unveil a sneak peek at an upcoming documentary that is focused on a few familiar faces who took their love for Siege to the next level. Without further ado, here's the first look at Another Mindset.
That is like the greatest injury to ever happen to me, only because it brought Siege to me.
I've been doing this for what? Since year 1, season 1, right? And I failed, and then finally we started succeeding. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to come back.
Eu recebi um sorriso, uma lágrima, uma emoção, um riso de umas pessoas que eu nunca vi na minha vida, que eram torcedores da BD.
Acho que você tem que realmente botar toda a sua emoção dentro do jogo.
Look how we entered the stage now.
Trials is all about crashing with style and getting up again. Hello!
Trials Fusion.
I'm Antti Ilvassuo, Creative Director of Trials and also Prime Minister of Finland. Now I'm pleased to announce that Trials is back and it's bigger than ever.
Well, Trials Fusion was their last game. It's like a stunt bike thing. Oh no! Oh no! Guys, we failed in that part. Okay, so we need to put Trials Rising.
Sorry about that. Trials Rising takes you around the world to iconic locations. You never ride alone and competition is everywhere. But competition is nothing without the players, and our community has always been a pillar of Trials. In Trials Rising, we work with our players more than ever. To explain more, let me introduce Brad Hill, also known as Professor Fat Shady.
You made a mess. Well, thank you, Auntie, and hello, everyone.
I knew Trials.
See, OTHD down the front. I see you. I became a fan of Trials because it's challenging, but so rewarding when you overcome something difficult. But I soon realized that a number of players struggled with the harder levels. So in 2013, I created the University of Trials, a YouTube channel dedicated to mastering Trials writing. Now, before I go on, Ubisoft star players, I want you guys to make some big noise right now. All right. Well, 5 years ago, I was a star player just like them. But when Redlinks began work on Trials Rising, they approached me to design and create all of the tutorial content within the game. It has been an amazing experience for me. But I wasn't the only one involved. 20 community members, known as the Trials Elite, up there, have been involved in the development of this game for the last 2 years. Whether they were track builders, streamers, or speedrunners, each brought something special to help shape this game. Now, if you want to get involved, register online at trialsgame.com for a closed beta happening later this year.
Good.
That's it.
Let's go.
Hey. What? We're not going to put a big coming soon up here. I think people are going to want to know the release date.
Yes. You're right. Trials Rising will release on February 2019 on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and the first time ever also Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch.
If you are E3, come to our booth and we'll show what Trials is about. Crashing with style and getting up again. Let's get out.
Let's go.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice E3.
See, the best part about Trials is the crashing. Because you die in such spectacular style. Oh, fuck, I suck at Trials. I'm thinking of it for free when you get See, look, he failed.
Oh! Oh no! It's the porta potty. Oh, he's in lava.
Oh, brilliant. Look at that face for it. Oh, the Division, is it? Is this the Division? It's the Division! Division 2!
My name is Julian Garrity, and I'm the creative director on Tom Clancy's The Division 2. On Black Friday, a strain of the smallpox virus was released on dollar bills in New York City. The infection and chaos spread across the nation. 7 months later, the virus has mostly burnt itself out, but America is tearing itself apart. Washington, D.C. is at the heart of this battle. Under constant threat from dangerous factions, civilians are trying to rebuild. In their survival lies the seed for the rebirth of society.
Okay, this should be good, guys. This needs to impress me right now if I'm gonna get it. Down Division agent.
The rules are simple. The rules are clear.
No! Keep moving.
I didn't do anything. Some of you may believe the rules are unfair, say no more talking.
The rules are not subject to negotiation.
Shut up!
Defy the rules, and there will be consequences.
Let's go, come on.
Examples will be made.
On your knees. Keep still.
Savo, this is the Division 2, man. Set in Washington, D.C. instead of New York. I see a crossbow. We don't know what Finest Fellaz does with crossbows after today. Interesting trailer. They already showed off a gameplay trailer. I mean, it looks okay.
You are the last line of defense for those civilians and for the country. If you fail, history will be written by tyrants. If you succeed, history will remember the few brave heroes who fought to save a dying nation. This setting lays the groundwork for a compelling story-based campaign in which your actions have a clear impact on the lives of civilians. In the Division 2, Washington, D.C. must prepare for the greatest threat it has ever encountered. To face it, you and your fellow agents will need to bring your equipment and tactical abilities to the next level. Once agents reach the end of the main campaign, it's time to select a new progression path by picking a specialization. It starts with the choice of a signature weapon, powerful and unique weapons that complement the rest of your equipment. As you progress with your specializations, you will not only grow in power, but also unlock additional tools and abilities, including exclusive versions of skills. Specializations enable you to truly complete your own personal playstyle, but also to synergize with other players and take team play even further. Speaking of teamwork, I'm excited to announce that for the first time, 8 players will be able to partner up to face the ultimate endgame challenge. Raids are coming to the Division 2.
Oh, God, no. What's going on, April?
We learned a lot. We learned a lot from working on the first game. And with the Division 2, we're launching with plans for years of frequent major content updates. Today, we're ready to outline our plans for year 1. We will be launching 3 DLCs in the form of episodes. Each one will bring new story, new areas to explore, and new activities. And the best part, all of these episodes will be completely free for everyone.
Oh, free DLC, that's good.
Where's my Division team? Stay tuned after the Ubisoft conference for an exclusive 30-minute deep dive into our playable E3 demo during our post-show. As you can see, they're getting ready right now, and they'll be playing right after the conference is done. Until then, remember, this is history's defining moment. Hope for the future lies in you, agents of the Division. Thank you.
Looks pretty good so far. I guess we'll have to see more about it, though. That's still the Division. They'll be doing like their outro trailer or something. April, if you read the title of the stream, you know exactly what this is. This game is the Division 2 that they're advertising. Hey, airburst. That was looks interesting. March 15th. Next year. Register for the beta. I'll register for it on PC. The hell is this? What is this? They're bringing out a band. What is this? Is this Sea Cruise? I didn't think that was done by Ubisoft. Is it?
Hi, I'm Xavier Manzanares, lead producer. And it's an honor to be back here 1 year after we announced for the first time and released the game.
Oh,
it was incredible.
Rabbids.
So, as a team, I just wanted to thank all of you for the support and all the feedbacks we received. Thank you. So we also started a year ago to work on a brand new adventure, and with a brand new hero as well, one that we cherish and we love, Donkey Kong. So for today, we wanted to celebrate the upcoming release of the Donkey Kong adventure, and what better with music than with Grant Kirkhope, our composer, and the band Critical Hits. So please enjoy. Thank you.
New Donkey Kong game? I don't know. What is this?
Sorry, I did not know they had changed your entrance, so my
Changes
apologies.
every day. Every second it changes.
Oh, they're going to show off the trailer with the live band playing the music. With Mario, Rabbids, babe, and Donkey Kong. Rabbids and Donkey Kong. The Rabbids with the beard. April's getting close. I guess people just want to appreciate this. It's pretty good. Yeah, this game was great. Too bad I got. There'll be an expansion to the Mario Rabbids, though. Donkey Kong expansion. Good job by Founder, isn't it? I actually want to see Skull and Bones and Assassin's Creed. This conference has been going on for so long.
Brian?
Brian. Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones, son. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'll probably be really excited for this one.
The old guard was wiped out. Those who kneeled were now at the gates of hell. They were killing us off, burning our seas from shore to shore. We thought there was no way the Empire could win this game. As fate would have it, the tide turned in our favor again. A new wind was at our backs, blowing us straight to heaven. In our new Eden, there was only one rule. First come, first serve. It was dog eat dog. We became kings, queens, lords, and masters of our own new worlds. Fortunes poured down on us. They had their empire. Now it was our turn. Enemies became friends. Friends became enemies. The best didn't trust anybody. The philosophy of the day was more and more. We were alone at the top of the food chain. We thought we were. In a dog-eat-dog world, we were wolves. And wolves hunt in packs.
Oh, this game, guys. Please be this year. Please be this year. I don't think it will be. I think it'll be next year.
In the world of Skull and Bones, there are soulless empires. There are greedy trading companies, and of course, ruthless pirate games sailing the seas. But there are no heroes. Hello, my name is Justin Farron, Creative Director at Ubisoft Singapore. And for the past year, my team and I have been anxiously awaiting this moment to invite you, our fans, to join the hunt here at E3 2018. Piracy is dead in the Caribbean. The empire is crushing all those who oppose them. So your next big score? The Indian Ocean, home to the richest trade routes in the world, where merchant ships carry cargo worth over $10 billion a year. And you? you're gonna steal every last fucking coin. First, you need a target. You pick up intel on a heavily guarded frigate, fat with African diamonds meant for the Grand Mogul of India. That treasure will help you claw your way to the top, to become the pirate that no empire can take down. Second, you must know your hunting ground. Our reactive and evolving world is reflected in what we call fortunes, presented to you by Taljid, the fortune teller. Now, fortunes reveal changes in factions, weather, and the trade routes themselves. Today, Taljid reveals favorable winds. That means more merchants to rob, but also more competition. And now I'm proud to share with you the essence
this is
of
the game
Skull
I've
and
been
Bones,
pining about
a shared
for
world
ages.
where every player encounter matters. Will you fight or will you ally? This is what we call the hunting grounds.
The 5th Legion will rule.
All right, pirates, let's head to the hideout and have a great E3.
Your hunt for the convoy starts here, in your hideout, deep within the Chagos Islands. This hidden pirate den provides everything you need for your next strike. From your shipyard, you choose the Black Horn for the upcoming battle. The strong winds will boost its speed, giving its battering ram a devastating punch.
So, what's it gonna be?
Next, you choose the right crew and gear for the mission ahead. Demi-cannons are slow-loading, but deadly at short range. Rockets are blazing fast and deal powerful damage from every angle.
I'm already
With everything loaded, let's head out. The winds are strong and the day is clear. That means more merchants to rob, but also more rival pirates out looking for a quick score. According to your intel, the convoy is sailing past a Portuguese fort, taking advantage of the strong winds.
There she is, with our loot!
That fort is too strong to simply sail past. Its cannons can blast you out of the water. You need to find a way to sneak by before the convoy slips away.
Wreck sighted, Captain!
Fortunately, deception is another tool in the pirates' arsenal.
Let's fool these blackguards!
Disguised as a Portuguese merchant, you try to creep past the fort.
Captain, if we engage, they will see it through our guys.
So it's an open world multiplayer game.
Portuguese merchant and escort!
This island provides perfect cover for a surprise attack. Plots the optimal course for an intercept. Rigging your sails for speed. You want to catch your victim off guard.
Captain, there she is!
Tell me when the release date is.
Fire as she bangs!
Oh, change that.
That's got her good!
The ship's ready to be boarded.
Show no mercy!
What was theirs is now ours!
Oh!
Captain, we've got what we need! Let's get out of here!
Hey, you taking off also?
Sail! Warship sighted! Portuguese frigate ahoy!
Your attack has alerted a powerful Portuguese warship. At the helm is a Commodore, too tough to handle on your own. Even worse, you could lose your loot.
Turn tail and run, sucker.
You need help, and you need it fast.
That one's with us!
Other captains have answered your call. 4 against 1 should even the odds.
Give me the 5th Legion.
Your side forms a tank squadron using a coordinated battle plan. The enemy strikes first. The first ship goes down, breaking your formation. Turns his cannons on you. You brace for fire, absorbing the first blow. Your allies maneuver for position. The Royal Fortune acts as a tank, drawing the Commodore's fire. It unleashes its special ability, Siege Mode. Once anchored, it can fire its cannons without limits. The Jaeger slips into position with its powerful cannon. Its special ability delivers 8 shots in a single blast, increasing the odds for a critical hit. The Royal Fortune can't hold out much longer. It's up to you to land the killing blow.
Ram it with a battering ram. Finish him.
The battle is won. But the glitter of gold can turn new allies into deadly enemies. For there is no honor among thieves.
He's just fighting each other. No! 2019? No! Oh! I don't care anymore. Oh, why is it next year? Why? Nick, you got a long wait, buddy. Yeah, I do, Nick. Oh, I want to cry.
To the digital space.
Give me this.
You're completely safe.
Thanks first. Oh.
Hello, everyone. My name is Elijah Wood, co-founder of SpectraVision. Though we're known for our film content, we're also avid gamers, and the opportunity to partner with Ubisoft was something we had to be a part of.
And my name is Benoit Richer, game director on Transference.
Oh, I'm so annoyed.
Together, we combine the storytelling techniques of film with the interactivity of video games, enabling us to create this unique, deeply immersive world with a dark and unsettling narrative.
Nick, you know
Have you ever dreamed of entering someone else's consciousness, exploring their darkest thoughts and most intimate secrets? With Transference, we're bringing a first-person exploration game into a chilling new dimension.
To escape, you must go hands-on to search for clues, solve puzzles while shifting between the perspectives of each family member, and attempt to piece together the mystery.
This fall, in VR and on traditional platforms, we welcome you to uncover the secrets hiding in this mind-bending psychological thriller that will leave you with haunting memories long after you put down the controller. This is Transference.
I'm curious to see what
What's going on? Where's Mom?
You're gonna see her real soon, okay? Just hold still.
Don't. Please, this is wise.
I'm not playing that.
Okay, are you comfortable? I know this rig's a
Nick,
bit cumbersome,
what
but
does Frodo
that's
have to
always
do
the way
with
with
this?
these new prototypes, huh?
That's a good point. Give me the ring, Sam.
And all you have to do is just...
The hobbits are going to Isengard.
Just be. I know things haven't been so great lately, okay? I do. I've been a lousy father. I'm unable. Lousy husband, too.
You should go to sleep.
You've seen how rotten that's gotten, huh? But all that is gonna change. We're all gonna be together. All of our hard work. Reverse the process. All of our sacrifices.
They don't play games in the Shire.
That's my gift to you. To us.
Help me! Help me! Please!
Especially not VR.
Dad? Why are you doing this?
I love you, son. I love you with all of my heart.
Nick. Sharps, this was a game called Transference. It's very weird. What game is this?
I have waited so long for this.
What the hell?
We will sacrifice
No Man's Sky?
the world of Atlas to the harvest.
It looks like No Man's Sky.
What are we waiting for? Let's get out there.
Go show them what Starlink can do.
No, it's not. It's Starlight. Oh. Are you sure that looks like No Man's Sky?
The Legion is growing. There aren't enough of us. We need to find help from every planet in Atlas.
It's No Man's Sky. I know exactly what
The more of us there are, the stronger each of us is.
Exactly.
You must feed my Legion.
Drax isn't going to stop until we end this.
I will finish this.
Starlink. It looks exactly like No Man's Sky, though. Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Thank you.
Ubisoft can't make good space games. It's not.
Hello everyone,
Star Trek.
I'm Laurent Melville,
Got a good
Creative
point
Director on Starlink Battle for Atlas. Last year, revealed our modular starship innovation to the world and showed you how players could reconfigure it instantly to adapt to any challenge. This year, we're excited to show you what the depth of the open world that we've built and put the game directly into your hands.
All right, Sharp.
We're going to take you on a journey 400 light years away from Earth to the Atlas star system. Discover exotic planets, meet fascinating local factions, and forge your alliance. Upgrade your pilots, starships, and gear, and unleash devastating combos to save Atlas from the relentless Forgotten Legion. The mission will not be easy. Atlas is a dangerous place, and our heroes will need all the help they can get.
Could use a little help here. Can you hear me?
Hey, that guy Richie, what's going on, man? Yeah, Nick, that's a great idea, dude.
Let's rock and roll, boys.
Is this Star Fox? Is this Star Fox? Have we actually got Star Fox in the game? Hey, Starlight, Star Fox. Oh, no way! kidding me? Starlight / Star Fox. I'm getting this game, man. Star Fox, Violet Wars.
Hello. 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 Hello, everyone.
He's like, oh my god, nobody's asking for a new Star Fox game.
Hello,
I
everyone.
am! Oh, that's great. It's a game from my childhood.
It is an honor to welcome Star Fox in Starlink, Battle for Atlas. Isn't it, Laurent?
It's amazing. Ever since I started working on Starlink, I wanted to invite Fox and his crew into the game. And Star Fox on Super Nintendo was the first 3D game I've ever played, and I'll never forget that.
The Nintendo 64.
And so for me,
Violet
this
Wars
moment is a dream come true.
In the world.
And this dream was only made possible thanks to our long relationship with Nintendo.
You're biased.
We can't wait to play Fox on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, please tell
I
me
would
it's
like to give a special thanks to a dear friend with us in the audience today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Miyamoto.
Miyamoto, the man himself. The gaming legend.
Hello, how are you?
Everyone's applauding for him, though. Miyamoto.
So I know you were coming today, so I came with a gift. You know, it's the first prototype of the vessel that we such saw. Do you like it?
How funny would it be to put it against the floor?
Super. So thank you very much. So it is actually a vessel that has been created by the team, and they would be so happy to see you backstage. So let's go and join them. Thank you.
This dude's freaking out. He's like, oh my god. He almost was like, oh crap.
Thank you, Mr. Miyamoto, and thank you, Yves. For everyone at E3, please be sure to come by the Ubisoft booth, where we'll have a full hands-on demo for you to try. For everyone else, Starlink will launch on all consoles on October 16th with Star Fox as an exclusive Nintendo Switch experience.
Motherfucker. Nintendo Switch only.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Check out starlinkgame.com to pre-order the game right after the conference. Thank you so much for being here today, and have a great E3.
That guy Richie, they haven't really said anything about Siege. They brought a Siege team on, and they were just celebrating all the stuff they've accomplished so far. Oh, here's the For Honor. Here's For Honor, love. I think. Yeah, here's For Honor. Okay. We can see if there's a new faction in it. We see the new character. Guys, this is it for Honor. Let's see what they're gonna do. Let's see if there's a new faction at all. Yeah, Richie, Rainbow was done already, dude. Briefly.
Streamers, cosplayers, artists, tournament organizers, and all of our players, you are For Honor. Indeed.
That's right, Sabo.
Hello, I'm Roman Campos Oyola, Creative Director. Whether it be upgraded stability with the dedicated servers, release of heroes, constant balancing and new training tools, we would not be here without your passion and commitment. You've helped us enrich the experience. Thank you. But actions speak louder than words, right? In celebration of E3, we are inviting new players to join. So, if you haven't played For Honor yet, Now is your chance. Starting today and until next Monday, we are giving away the PC Starter Edition on Uplay. Download it this week on PC, and it's yours for free.
Sorry guys, I got to end the live stream. I've got to go download this.
So come, join the fight with us. But that's not all. Because building on everything that we've learned, we are now ready to expand our world.
New faction, motherfucker.
Fire is burning, casting a shadow. People are watching, waiting for the fall. Tell them something is coming. There's blood in the water. Give them a warning. Let it all come crashing down. Burn the castle to the ground. Hang their lives, no disguise. It's our time. Let it all come
Mongols, baby! Mongols, baby! Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah! I changed faction! I fight for the Mongols now!
After the great cataclysm that brought knights, Vikings, and samurai to fight, civil war consumed China. Warriors of the Wulin factions fought each other, but failed to establish order. Amid the chaos, 4 warriors of the Wulin now march west. With a new faction, 4 new fighters, visual enhancements, and single-player content yet to be revealed, the Marching Fire update is our biggest and most ambitious addition so far. But this update would not be complete without answering a huge request from our community.
Dedicated servers.
A new 4v4 multiplayer mode fulfilling the classic medieval fantasy.
Siege mode!
You know what it is?
Siege mode.
The Castle Siege. So please, allow me to introduce you to this new mode.
Siege mode!
Breach.
the new magicians. Oh! When? Tell me. Oh, Warden. Oh. When? Tell me when. 10, 16, 18. When is that?
Oh, nice.
October! Like 3 months and a bit, guys.
Hi everyone.
Oh, fuck
I'm
the Crew 2.
Delphine
Nobody gives
brand
a
director
shit.
on the Crew 2.
Nick Danger,
In just
right
a few
after
days,
this, we're going to go
freedom
play For
will be
Honor.
yours.
Right
Freedom
after
to
this.
get
Nobody
your
gives a shit
hands
about the
on
Crew
your dream
2.
car,
We're going to go play For
bike,
Honor right after
boat
this.
or plane and unleash your
You calm
passion
down,
for
Minnie.
motorsports all across the United States. The Crew 2 releases on June 29th, and we are very happy to announce that the open beta will be available
Savile, right?
on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on June 21st.
None of
But
us are
there's
very good
more.
at Siege, but we can
You
do
can
For Honor.
preload the open beta right now, so you'll be ready to hit the road as soon as it starts. From
so
all of
tired
us at Ivory Tower, welcome to the Crew 2.
And 3! We've got Wushu in For Honor, that's it, I'm changing faction. Me too. We're all gonna be changing to China, bro. Everyone's gonna be Chinese, man. Andreas, right after the stream, we're all gonna go play For Honor, are you joining us? Nobody cares about me. I'll keep quiet. Alright, Sav, we'll see you later, my friend. Yes, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we are playing For Honor. I can download it on the PC for free! Is this Assassin's Creed? Yeah, this is Assassin's Creed, babe. The new one. Andy, listen to this one, mate. This is your Assassin's Creed.
How can a child save us all if he's sentenced to die? Tell me, Nikolaus. Tell me before you let our son go.
Where we begin does not define who we will become. Before you, I see a path. Built by friendship and family, love and loss, war and bloodshed.
You were sent by the gods to protect this world.
You carry the blade of Leonidas. Act like it. As you write your odyssey across the mountains and the seas, remember, the fate of Greece journeys with you.
The Battle of the Hog Cakes as well. Our King, Leonidas! Oh! Yes! Oh, the new Assassin's Creed set at the time of Sparta. Oh!
Thank you. I'm Jonathan Dumont, creative director of Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Nick Danger's got it right. Andreas as well, yes.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey is more than just an adventure. It truly is a role-playing journey. You will explore, on land and sea, one of the most iconic and influential settings in human history, ancient Greece. The golden age of Athens saw the rise of democracy, modern medicine, revolutionary art, and Western philosophy. But it was also a time of war. A devastating conflict between Sparta and Athens, the Peloponnesian War, divided the Greek world and changed the course of history. In this world of contrast and opportunity, this land shaped by the gods rages a battle between order and chaos. This is where your adventure begins. You, a simple mercenary, an outcast, to take on an incredible quest to save your loved ones and become the legendary Greek hero Greece desperately needs. Our teams in Quebec and from around the world have spent the last 3 years putting all their energy, passion, and dedication into this project. We have continued to transform Assassin's Creed into an epic RPG experience. An RPG in which you will not just play an Odyssey, but your Odyssey, shaped by your actions and choices. And the first choice you'll make at the start of the game is to choose your character. Alexios or Cassandra? And you play that character for the entire game. You share the bloodline of a legendary Spartan hero and bear his mysterious weapon.
Leonidas, surely.
Your turn.
Leonidas' spear.
You're old enough now. My father's spear holds a certain burden, but you're ready. Think of Leonidas. He had great courage, and he made a great sacrifice. You share in his blood and the strength he possessed.
The broken spear of Leonidas gives you access to powerful range, combat, and stealth abilities that you can unleash on your enemies. And for the first time, we have deeply changed the way we tell stories in Assassin's Creed. You can now truly interact with history like never before.
Perhaps when I was thinner, both in weight and philosophy. So, tell me, were you able to resolve the situation without bloodshed?
The rebel had guards. I relieved them.
Interesting. You thought the life of a thief and a murderer was worth more than that of soldiers doing their duty.
I wasn't even thinking about him, to be honest.
And what of the rebel?
He should be halfway to Mykonos by now.
Oh, really? You let that lunatic run loose? Are you sure that was wise?
I'm not sure approaching you was wise.
Our choices are like ripples on water. They seem tiny and insignificant at the beginning, but they can become devastating tidal waves by the time they run their course.
This looks really
Over
good.
the next few days, you
I've
can
always
experience
played
this
Assassin's
for
Creed,
yourself
guys, and I'm
here
psyched
at
for this
E3 in our playable demo. And for you at home, here's a full gameplay sequence of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Thank you. Have a great E3.
Wow, looks great. Nick Danger, no worries, man. It was actually Costas' idea, bro. It was all his idea. Wow. Looks great. Looks incredible. So much better than Assassin's Creed Origins. Skull and Bones, Assassin's Creed. By then we'll have played Red Dead Redemption to death. And these look absolutely insane. Now I need to find a way to stream in 4K.
Such a beautiful island.
Ah, Mykonos Island, built from the corpses of giants slain by the legendary Iraklis.
Read me the note again.
Eagle-bearing Mystios, that's you. We are a small but fierce group of rebels who'd pay you handsomely to help us overthrow our Athenian oppressors. A warrior named Diocles fights with them. None who face him survive. Please, Mystios, our people are dying. Signed, Kira.
What did your informant tell you?
Word has already spread of you sinking those ships. There's a price on your head.
Whew, that didn't take long.
There's also word of Spartans landing on Mykonos.
So, I'm here to find Kira, who wants me to kill Diocles.
An Athenian ally.
Who's at war with Sparta.
And don't forget the bounty!
Business as usual, then.
Gods protect you, Cassandra.
Thanks, Varnavas. But they'll be too busy protecting Diocles from me.
We've been spotted! Go! I'll handle this!
Fight them for all you're worth! Ella.
Very similar to Assassin's Creed Origins.
Hey!
Mercenary, this can't be good.
The mighty eagle bearer! I'll be rich when you're dead!
You're chasing your own death, mercenary!
You won't escape me!
You want my head? Come and take it!
You can't defeat me!
You really should have left me alone.
It looks great. Wow. And they gave us a look at the textures. Holy crap.
Varnavas was right. Spartans have made themselves right at home. I'm looking for Kira.
What do you want with her?
Ha! The mercenary who bears the Eagle of Zeus. You got my message.
It said something about paying me handsomely.
Ha! Mercenaries.
Athenians have enslaved our people for too long. Help us free Mykonos from their grasp, and you'll have more drachmi than you can carry.
I'm here to kill Diocles, not go to war.
Which is why I sent word of a rebellion to you and Sparta.
My men are ferocious in a ground assault, but we're outnumbered.
And Diocles fights with the fury of Ares.
Join us in battle. If you're half the warrior Kira says you are, we'll grind these Athenians into dust.
All right, Spartan. I'll fight with you. But Diocles is mine.
To battle, then.
Oh, wow. Look at the scale of battle, ladies and gentlemen. This is incredible. Oh, my God. I was hoping for a bit more blood, but never mind. I was hoping for a lot more blood.
Zeus has abandoned you, Eagle Banner!
Diocles! Your life ends today!
Damn! This game looks incredible. That is the lineup, ladies and gentlemen, for Ubisoft.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us. And thanks to everyone watching from home. To our teams, it's an honor to work with some of the best in the world. Congratulations on a great show. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been going on for almost 2 hours.
Good. I am an optimistic guy, and I am particularly excited about the future of technology and the positive role games will play in shaping our society. To create these games, we need to work even more openly with you, the gamers. Because we know when we do that together, everything gets better. So have a great E3. Thank you very much.
What a song.
Hello, hi everybody. Welcome to the post show. As promised, that was an amazing conference, but we're not wasting any time. We're jumping right into it. We're going to show live exclusive gameplay of The Division 2. I have with me Matthias Carlson. Matthias Carlson, right? Producer.
Matthias Carlson, yes.
And Christian Panner, game director and producer, respectively. How you guys doing?
Excellent.
Yeah, you excited?
Super excited. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, congrats on the exciting reveal at the Microsoft conference, and obviously the amazing news during the UB conference. Yeah. So today, to our left, we've got Yannick Banchereau, comm dev on The Division 2, and 3 other devs from the massive development team. They'll be showing a 4-player co-op, tackling a control post. And Yannick will be walking us through a little bit into his strategy. But first of all, I wanted to ask you guys, what are we going to see here?
Well, this is, first of all, actually the E3 demo that we're showcasing here at E3. Right?
So people can play this
yes,
at the LAC,
yes.
at the Ubisoft.
If you're in LA and you're going to E3, you can play what they're playing right now. So that's awesome. That's really cool. So this is a tiny little slice of the open world in Washington, D.C. in the Division 2, right? And this is actually, they're on their way towards that same crash site that we saw in the E3.
Right, the
Microsoft brief, yeah.
Yeah, the crash of the Air Force One. Except
exactly.
right now, it's tackling. Exactly. Right now, it's tackling at a different entry point than what was shown at the Microsoft conference. Am I right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And so obviously the big reveal was the setting, Washington D.C., capital city of America. Christian, I want to ask you, what was the reasoning behind that? Can you tell us a bit more?
Yes, absolutely. We were very excited to showcase that yesterday in our reveal and to show more, of course, today. We have the multiple options. We investigated multiple options, but for us, Washington D.C., we investigated multiple options, but for us, Washington D.C. felt like the natural choice for 2 obvious reasons. One, of course, is the seat of power in U.S., and second, it's also the home of the headquarters of the Division.
Right, the HQ of the Division agents,
Absolutely.
right? That's awesome. And I can see there is no more snow nor ice. Can you tell us a little more about really the timeline from the Division to the Division 2?
Yes, absolutely. In Washington, D.C., we are now in the middle of the summer, 7 months after the events in New York City. So the summer, the season, allow us to showcase a vibrant city where nature is now taking over the city.
It's beautiful. Hey, Yannick, can you do just like a pan? Oh, I guess you're in action right now, but just like the pan of the city here. I mean, obviously, it's beautiful in its own way. It's got character. Yannick, why don't you tell us a bit more on how you plan to tackle your playthrough?
Try to, spread around actually, so we can have a bit of a tactical approach to things and not just like face tank. So that's we'll see how that plays out.
I think we should pay extra attention to Yannick.
Yes, exactly, and just judge him.
Don't
no
judge
pressure.
me. I've been judged for my hand wave already earlier. So.
Okay, so Matthias and Christian, I played some of the Division. I haven't played hundreds of hours like the thousands of players out there. If there was a few things you could say about the Division 2 that new players should know, what would you say?
The list is long. I mean, we're very excited, both as gamers at the office and as devs, right? Of all the things we refined, tweaked, and tuned from the Division 1. Everything from the combat to refining the RPG and all that. So there's a lot of that, but also a lot of new things. So I think where they are right now, the open world is one of them. It's first of all 20% bigger than the first game, New York. And it's very, very faithfully recreated, almost one-to-one with the actual DC, right?
That's amazing. And sorry to cut you off, but Christian, you mentioned, so you guys chose watching the DC. I'm curious, did the team take any trips there to kind of really get an authentic recreation of Washington
One day they will.
Absolutely, we have multiple trips after we choose this setting, and we met with different architects from the city, with urban explorers, with artists from local artists to make sure that everything, it's looking beautiful in the game.
So people living in Washington D.C. can kind of walk around and try to find their homes?
Absolutely. Although this is an interpretation of Washington, our interpretation of Washington D.C. is going to be a bit more.
Honor was incredible.
Let's say with more nature into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then also this open world in the Division 2 is very much alive. We put a lot of love, sweat, and effort into creating this living world system where not just the enemy factions of the world spread out in different areas, right? But also the civilians that you're fighting to help them protect. They're all doing things in the open world dynamically.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they're acting on needs for resources and goals of what they're trying to achieve, not least to control these key strategic locations like this control point here by the crash site. This creates a lot of movement and activity, and ultimately things for you to do as a player as a surprise.
Right.
You don't know what's going to happen around the next corner.
Absolutely, a lot of gameplay opportunities for the player to kind of pick and choose exactly what it is that they want to do. And so right now they have reached the control point. I take it. How you doing there, Yannick?
That's fine. We are kinda, we all enter from the same area. Actually, we just try to rush into it, and we are pushing our way through. So far, it's fine, but we have the tank coming now. So. Oh
well, good luck with that. Matthias, so what faction are they playing against right now?
They're playing against a faction called the True Sons. Nasty people.
Nasty people that they should get rid of. Yeah. and so I know another big reveal, big new feature that was mentioned during the Ubisoft conference are the specializations. Right. Can you tell me a little more about that?
Specializations is really adds a new extra layer and dimension to endgame, where you've been going on this incredible journey through the game, through the leveling game, the campaign. You've been growing in both power and capability.
Right.
You've been getting new skills, mods for those skills, weapons and gear, etc. When you get to endgame, you're presented with a choice of how do you really truly want to specialize now.
Right.
First choice is the signature weapons that we saw in the conference, right?
Right, and I think it's important to note, I think that these specializations, they're not like roles that a player kind of sticks to. They can kind of choose to grow which skill tree, am I right?
Absolutely. Each one of them is a progression track in itself. It's not just a signature weapon, and this signature weapon, it's important to note, it sits on top of the rest of your toolbox. You're not changing something out, you're gaining more things.
Right.
And then, very much along the lines of the design philosophy that we have, you're growing capability. So you can progress one specialization all the way, then the next one, and the next one.
And then you become the ultimate player.
Exactly, you get full flexibility to
and you're going to need to become that, because we also announced today that for the first time in a Division game, we have raids.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Absolutely incredible challenges.
That's an 8-player co-op, is that
Absolutely. It's up to 8-player co-op, and you need to be prepared for that. It's going to be very hard to tackle that challenge.
That is very cool. Yannick, how are we doing here?
Like that. Just blowing stuff up with my grenade launcher.
Have you been downed yet?
So Yannick, you're playing the demolition specialization, am I right?
Yes.
Can you show us what's signature weapon you've got equipped there?
Yeah, I got that nice grenade launcher here. And so I get to make a lot of very nice explosions.
You get to blow shit up?
Yeah, like that.
And our other massive developers here, I believe are playing Survivalist and Sharpshooter, am I right?
That's correct.
I don't know if we can get the player, the audience to see the skill set of the other specialists. I believe that's the Sharpshooter, am I right?
That's correct, yeah. So the demolitionist that Jank is playing has the grenade launcher, which is all about, radius, controlling an area, creating mayhem, flushing enemies out of cover, getting several of them in the blast at the same time, etc. Right?
Absolutely.
Whereas the sharpshooter has this super powerful sniper rifle, 50 cal, that can penetrate several targets. So you can find your angles and line them up, and this feature that we have very prevalently in Division 2 on the enemy archetypes, the weak points that are associated with the enemy's special abilities.
Oh, that's great.
You can pop all of those coming in and out of the target.
Looks like Yannick actually did it. He captured the control
you
point.
You did it!
Congratulations.
Yay, congrats!
That's surprising, I have to say.
It is surprising.
I feel like he didn't do as good during the rehearsals, but I feel like the pressure has cost him to up his game. All right, so if I think we're done taking over this control point now. Yannick, why don't you come join us over here? Let's talk about this.
We did it.
we did it! Yay!
So that was not too ridiculous, but it's okay.
Well, now that you're here, I think we've got a free pod. Well, is there like another player that can that you think can fill?
Yeah, I think you guys want to keep playing, right? You want to play more of it, yes. I see the nod. All right. So yeah, we happen to have a Think Panda just here, who I think would be a great fit
Come on over, Think
to play the Division. Hey, hello.
What's up?
How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm great.
How was the
Very
conference
excited.
from inside?
It was amazing.
Yeah. Did you like what you saw with the Division?
Oh my god. There's so much to look forward to.
Are you excited to play the Division 2?
Yes. So excited. I cannot wait.
It's going to be the first time you play it. So.
Yes. I hope I do well.
I have
see how
faith
it
in you.
goes.
I have
Thank
faith.
you. Thank
All right,
you.
so let's jump right in then.
Yeah.
Let's
do it. To the
Make us
pod and
proud.
show us what you got.
Thank you.
All right, Yannick, so tell me, how do you think you did?
I think my team did great.
So they did all the work and you just like stood there watching.
They did
That
all
was
the
it?
work, and I was basically just like trying to not look too ridiculous. So
Amazing. Well, Yannick, so as obviously ComDev, you were ComDev on The Division, and now ComDev on The Division 2. You've played hundreds of hours, much more than me, of The Division. So playing The Division 2, what can you tell me about that experience?
What's great with playing the Division 2 is that, as you said, I played a lot of hours of the Division 1 and like 600 or 700 hours of that game, which for our community is like okay, yeah, it's not so bad. But still, and playing the Division 2, what I really love is that it really feels like a Division experience. It really feels like I'm playing the Division. I directly know the controls. I directly know how to move around and how to handle it. But it feels very fresh. There are so many changes, so many small things, so many new things, new skills, the signature weapons, even the open spaces, the way to approach combat with like the 360 and everything. It's just it feels like a very completely fresh new experience.
That's awesome. If there was one or two things that you'd say was the most requested in the Division that you could say maybe coming to the Division 2, is there anything you talk about that? I think
specializations is something that like Division players, like experienced Division players, are going to love because it's really directly fulfilling that fantasy of like I really want to go in that kind of role and I want to like grow more and more into it, especially in endgame, and so I think this is going to be something that Division players are going to love.
That's awesome. So let's check in with ThinkPan over here. I think she may be trying to tackle the control point in a different way. I mean, and it's something that you can do in the Division, right? You can kind of really tackle any challenge the way that you want with the playstyle that suits you.
Right, and so it's important to note that what they're playing here, this is not a mission. Right, this is just one of the many open world activities that you encounter when you're out and about exploring the world. And that's another aspect of DC being a fantastic setting for us. That it's like for people who haven't been there, it's a very diverse city in terms of its different biomes and districts. We have almost jungle-like nature up around the Potomac, and then these big, wide open spaces of the mall really lends themselves to open area combat like we saw, where we can really think about, okay, how are we going to approach this situation?
Right, how to strategize exactly with like your team of co-op players, or I mean, you can go at it alone if you wanted to, right?
You can play everything in the Division, if you so will.
That's awesome. I mean, Yannick, I think we've got some questions from the community.
We've got a couple questions. We have XX Inside XX who's asking us, is the DZ coming back?
Absolutely, we're going to have Dark Zone in the Division 2. It's going to be a revised version of the Dark Zone, and it's going to be ready at launch.
Nice. Revised as in
nice.
As in absolutely fantastic.
The best Dark Zone ever. All right. We also have a Session who's asking when does the beta start and how to sign up to it.
What we try to do with the beta is that as long when we get closer to the launch, we want to be very, very prepared. And so closer to March 15, we're gonna be able to give you more details about how when we're gonna start the actual beta plan.
Okay, but you can sign up now.
You can sign up now, right? Exactly. thedivision.com/beta. Register now.
You're such a pro. You're so good.
And so, what kind of presents you guys have at E3 this year? You've got the booth, the Ubisoft booth, where people can play the demo that we're showing right now. And I believe ComDevs have some live streams on the Tuesday and Wednesday as well.
Yes, we're going to start our live streams tomorrow. We are going to be streaming for like 2 days, total of like 14 hours of live stream. We're going to be showing more of the demo. We're going to be sitting down with some of you guys, showing people from the team, showing people from the community. We have a lot of things coming.
Amazing. And And so you mentioned a closed beta. People can register right now. Where is it that they can register? Is there a website?
I will say that again.
Do your thing.
Division.com/beta. Register now to have a guaranteed place in the beta program that we're gonna run for the division.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All
Christian
right.
Pana.
And I've got a last question. When is the division coming out? The Division 2.
Yes, Division 2 is coming out March 15, 2019.
March 15, 2019.
Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC.
Save the date. Thank you for watching, everybody. This was the post show. We showed some exclusive The Division 2 gameplay, met the devs. Thanks for spending time with us. Thank you and have a great E3.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Bye,
everyone.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you want to watch more, or is that it for us? Because that's the main E3 kind of done now. I think that's it done anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, that was an awesome E3 Ubisoft press conference. We've got awesome games such as Assassin's Creed, the new expansion for Honor, and of course, Skull and Bones, baby! Which will be coming out next year. Now, we do have a For Honor content coming out this year, and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting off this live stream so I can go play some For Honor and get my skills sharpened up. Until then, guys, Miami, finest fellas, we're signing out for now. See ya.